Hey y'all, it's Lita Monet and I'm here with Fancy about to get into her mental health check-in. How you feeling?
Girl, come on, let's get into it.
Okay, bet. So we about to start off with childhood trauma. You ready?
Girl.
Alright, so first of all, what would you rate your mental health right now?
Oh, girl, I had a rough weekend. So right now, if I'm honestly speaking, just from like the past couple days, I'm probably like a 4. I'm not,
4?
but like if I'm thinking like overall, I'm probably like an 8.
Okay, that's
But just the last couple days was very traumatic at work.
oh.
Yes. You know, I work in the emergency room. So yes, girl, yes. We can get into that.
How you go home and like tackle that? Like what you do? What's your self-care routine with that?
Girl, cry. So this weekend, Thursday was real messed up. Like it was just like a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening at work. And then Friday, we had ended up getting like a DOA, like a dead on arrival.
Oh,
I got y'all whatever.
you had to bag the body?
Yeah.
You catching bodies now? That ain't first.
No, but they paged me like, can you go bag the body? I'm like, yeah, I got y'all. I go do it, you know, whatever. I go into like the little recess room or whatever, girl. And when I walked in there, I'm like, bro, I know him. Yes.
That's even worse.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes. I don't like know him on a personal level, but like I've met him in passing. So it's like, if anybody would have told me anytime, like when I met him or like when I was out with him, whatever the case may be, like, because obviously was like outside at a party, you know, doing whatever he was doing. And it's like, if anybody ever would have told me like just meet him in passing, like I'm gonna be the person who put him in a body bag, I would have been like, you lying. So it was just like, bro, how do you deal with that? For real, girl, my weekend been crazy.
How have you been dealing with it?
Girl, I've been like, what the fuck every day. And that just
You take some time off of work?
No, because right now, so my classes and my clinicals just started back up. So I only work 3 days a week. I only work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I just do my 3 days and get the fuck on.
Oh, that is a lot.
Girl, for real.
The line of work is actually insane. Like, what is something that you wish you had more of as a child?
That's a good question. I really don't know for real. Something that I had more of. Probably a father. Like my daddy was murdered when I was a baby. So like I had my stepdad, but even after like him, my mama got divorced, it was like he threw all of us away. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like he still like stayed like yeah, it wasn't like he still like stayed in that role of like being my father. It was just like he was just like, okay, I'm done with your mom, I'm done with y'all asses too. So it was just like, okay. And I'm not saying like to bash him or nothing like that, because he was a okay dad. Like, you know, he did what he needed to do, but he could have did more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like you reached for like connections with your relationships because you didn't have a dad?
I feel like I used to. Now, not no more now. Because now I'd be like,
Third eye.
okay. Now it's just like, you know, but that's just all things that you have to like learn and understand about yourself. And once you understand it, you either gonna keep doing it or, you know, learn your lesson and grow from it. But some people just accept the fact that they got daddy issues and don't do shit about it. But because I feel like when men pick up on the fact that you got daddy issues, they try to just do you any other type of way. This is not that. This is not like, I will go on your shit. This is not that. I'm sorry. And I don't retire from putting my hands on men, but.
Retired?
Yes.
Oh, you used to be those.
Yes. Certified crash out. I'm sorry. Yes, I was. And I don't care nothing about that because why are you playing with me?
Valid.
But it's like when you don't when you don't 100% understand your worth as a woman, or like, you know, you looking for a man to validate you, you're going to accept some shit that you shouldn't. Just because you like, but I love him. No. And I say it a lot. But okay. I'm real delulu, but I'm also like very aware. So it's like, you know, it balance out.
A good balance. We love a balanced crash out. Delusional.
But I don't be trying to be no crash out no more, because it's just like, these niggas don't be worth it. But these niggas don't be worth it.
And you got stuff to lose.
And that too. But do these niggas really be worth crashing out? No.
Don't ask me that yet. I'm still growing.
And you're not wrong, queen. I'm with you when you're right. You are not. I don't know. I think I'm a silent crash out now. I've never been like an open public crash out. I'm not putting nothing on social media. I'm not going to mess your stuff up because I don't want you touching my stuff. We ain't doing that. Am I going to swing on you? Yes. I am. Now I just be like, you know what? I'm confident.
What is one piece of advice you got in your childhood that kind of stuck with you?
Oh, I think something that like stuck with me even now, like to this day, is like my grandmother, she always was big on like put effort into your appearance always. And I think that's kind of why I am the way that I am, like when it comes to like fashion and stuff like that, because At my grandma's house, if you know, you know. And this is to my cousins, because they know. It does not matter what we was doing. We could have been doing absolutely nothing. At my grandma's house, you're going to get up, you're going to get in the shower, you're going to get dressed, period. It don't matter if we do absolutely nothing. You're getting up, you're putting on some clothes. You're not leaving out the house looking crazy. Like, that's just not a thing. And so I think that because of that, it's like I put so much effort into my parents and like how I step at the house now, because it's like I just always think about my grandma. She always be like, you'll never know who you're gonna see. And like when I first like became an adult, like got on my own stuff like that, I kind of had a phase where I didn't care how I looked like when I went outside. You know what I'm saying? Like I just was like, whatever, you know, I would be outside, you know, titties out, ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, doing whatever I want to do, because that at the time is what made me feel like, you know, I guess confident in who I was at that time. But it's like looking back on it, it's like, girl, no, you don't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just always like give it back to my grandma with that, like, girl, you really told me, like, always, you know, put some effort into how you look, make sure, you know, your hair is kept, make sure that, you know, you look presentable no matter where you at, no matter what you're doing. And I tell people all the time, when you look good, you feel good. Like, people always be like, your energy is so good. Yeah, because I look good. I know I got that shit on. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look good, can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody steal your shine. Now, but the thing is, even with that, is like, you can look good, but if you don't got no confidence, it don't matter. Because you can feel like you look so good, but you don't have no confidence. You go outside, somebody be like, oh, I don't like that. Nah, you just like, well, them. You know what I'm saying? You don't let that person dim your light. No.
Thing is, I used to be like that too in high school.
Really?
Mhm.
Why?
Because I had all sisters. Like, of course, they in my ear about everything.
Yeah.
I don't like how you did this one. It's just like, dang, well, you know, the first bullies come from your family.
They really-
My sisters were like first bullies. So I just was like, you know how much effort I put into this justice outfit?
Yeah.
And you tell me you want Hollister instead? Like,
You're irritated. No, I feel that though, because I have all sisters. So I'm the youngest, like, out of all my siblings. I'm the youngest girl. I got a little brother, but like I have 3 older sisters. And like even with that, like my sisters are like in their 30s. They're like, you know, obviously older than me or whatever. But like even like you just said, like your siblings and like your family and stuff, them be your first bullies for real. Because it's like, as a little sister, obviously you're gonna always look up to your big sisters. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to do what they doing. You're gonna want to, you know, be like them in some way or another. But it's like, if you don't got sisters that's gonna really like, you know, not pick on you or not, you know what I'm saying, tell you like, well, I don't like this, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, then it will affect your confidence for real. So I 100% get that for sure.
yes, ma'am. We yeah, all the time.
I'm screaming. No, that's so funny.
So we gonna go into support systems. Cause I don't know if you've seen the new journal yet, but mine is broken down into beats. So we talk about childhood trauma, we talk about support systems, date and friendships, career goals, and forgiveness. So we're gonna jump into support systems, and I'm just gonna see how you are at that and see if you fucking with it or not. But growing up, do you feel like you had a good support system of what you wanted to do and how your thoughts were?
Yes, 100%. Because my dad was murdered when I was a baby, so that kind of like pushed everybody in my family to just love on me a little bit more. And like, not to say like my family don't love on all of us equally or like support all of us equally, but I feel like when it comes to me, my family have always made me feel like, you know, sky's the limit. My family have always made me feel like anything that I want to do, I can do it. Anything under the sun is achievable to me. So definitely.
Okay, so you never had an area where you was just like, oh, I wish they would show up for me a little bit more in this category.
Yeah, I could say that a little bit. Like when I was in middle school, I played basketball, and like my mama, she never really could come to my games like that, only because she was working. But from my like point of view, I understood, like, you know, my mama got to work to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama can't always be at every single one of my games. You know what I'm saying? But it was like when I had like ceremonies or stuff like that, she was always there. So I never like held that against her. Never was just like, oh my God, nobody never here for me. Like it never felt like that ever.
Okay, that's good. Cause a lot of people they attachment styles come from that, from how they grew up with their support system. So it's like when they get into these relationships with their best friends or something, they choose their family to be like their main point of contact. Though it's no longer their family. They hiding stuff from their mama, they hiding stuff from their sisters because they think they friends are their family now. They boyfriends are their family now. It's just like it's cause you wasn't there at some point. They don't feel comfortable to talk to you.
Yeah, I can't hide nothing from my mama. That's my girl. The only thing I ever really hear from my mama was that I stole her car. But I ended up telling her that.
But what do you wish your support system would do for you now as an adult?
Give me some money.
Okay.
Shit, give me some money. I be working for my money. But it's like a couple extra dollars every now and then won't hurt. But I can't sit there though, because I ain't gonna lie. If I come to mama right now and be like, "Mom, can I have $100?" She gonna send it.
And we love that.
We love that for real. But like my sisters, and if y'all watch this, y'all need to start catching up with me. Cause I've been a good sister to all of y'all. I ain't gonna say nothing about my brothers, cause y'all got other bitches to take care of. But my sisters, them niggas sending y'all money, y'all better send me some. Thank you.
Thank you. Clock it.
Okay, for real.
All right, so we're going to go into friendships.
Mhm.
How do you and your friends encourage each other? Oh, that's terrible. Why would you just start laughing?
No, because I love my friends. Like when I say I love my friends down. But I think that we all just kind of be like, oh, you know, like I'm here for you if you need something. Like, girl, you gonna be all right. Like we don't really get into anything that's not like surface level, if that makes sense. Like I feel like we all like kind of deal with whatever we dealing with on our own. We don't really like we do whatever we gotta do to like keep face.
Yeah.
The only friend that I had that I would like really get into like heavy stuff with, or like have a friend like I can call in the middle of the night that's gonna pray with me, or you know, whatever the case like that. Me and her not cool no more. Well, I ain't gonna say we not cool, we don't talk no more. So it's like ever since then it's just like, all right, well, I deal what I deal with on my own. I don't, why am I about to talk to somebody about it? Now, if it's something that's like really, really, really affected me, or like I'm just really like messed up about it, I'll talk to my friends about it. But for the most part, if we all going through some stuff, I'm like, come on, I'm about to cook. Everybody come over. You know, like we just gonna be around each other. Cause I feel like sometimes you just need company. Like just somebody presence is enough to like make you feel a little bit better, or make you feel like you can keep going. So I'm real heavy on that.
Are you a person to suppress your emotions?
To a certain extent, yeah. But I feel like it gets to a point like when I feel like it's too much getting built up, okay, I'm about to go cry. That's just it. Cause I don't know. I feel like when you suppress too much, it's like you don't even be realizing how it's affecting your everyday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like when you got all these emotions just built up, whether it's like anger or just hurt, malice, strife, whatever, you gonna start like unintentionally doing little things, or just getting agitated real fast, or you know what I'm saying, like you gonna be a little less careless. Like it's just a lot like small things that'll like lead up to like a big situation happening, and now you gotta deal with them consequences. And it's like this could have been avoided had you just opened your mouth. This could have been avoided if you just sat down, wrote your thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? Get that off of your mind. So yeah.
Well, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, have you ever struggled with your mental health?
Yes. Girl, if anybody would have told me when I signed up for nursing school I would be trading in my sanity, I would have never signed up. Never.
It's worth it though.
When?
When you actually like finish and get across that.
Oh, okay. Ask me when I was supposed to finish.
When?
Last month. Ask me when I'm gonna finish.
Next year?
Yes.
Okay. It's just a little detour for a better outcome.
But that's another thing too, though. I think like, cause I just seen like my original cohort graduate last month, and that it was like almost bittersweet. Like I'm so happy for everybody that I was with. Like I root for them 1,000 times over. But it's just like it just made me like reflect on my decisions that led me to not being able to graduate on time, and that shit pissed me off. Cause I'm like, it's just me like having to take accountability for my own actions. Like yeah, I was trying to balance having a social life and being a student. That don't always go together. You know what I'm saying? And I had to like really come to that place of understanding like my friends want me to reach my goals, but they're not on the same path as me when it comes to my goals. You know what I'm saying? Like my friends, we all in school, but we all in school for different things. I'm the only person that's in like an accelerated program. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was supposed to be through or finished with school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, going to school at their own pace and taking their semesters off, having their summers to themselves. Baby, I've been in school for the last 3.5 years, all year round. Winter, summer, spring, fall, every you know what I'm saying, every season year round I've been in school, and it's like I sacrificed, you know what I'm saying, a whole nother year to give to this damn school because I wanted to still be outside. I wanted to still be having fun. I wanted to still be doing that, and it's like it's my own fault. And so I had to take accountability for that. Now that was a really hard pill to swallow. Like that was a really, really hard pill to swallow. And like the exam that I had to take that I didn't end up passing, girl, I literally took the day before my birthday. The day before my birthday, and I didn't pass by like 0.03%. They wouldn't round my grade up, nothing. Girl, when I said I boo-hooed the day before my birthday, I boo-hooed. Like, that was probably one of the saddest birthdays I ever had. But nobody knew, obviously, because I'm like, it's my birthday. Anybody know me? No, I don't play about my birthday. Yeah. So I still, like, had a ball. I had a blast or whatever. But when them 3 days of me celebrating my birthday was over with, baby, I cried for weeks. Because I'm like, this is just my fault. Like, this is all my fault. Like, if I would have just been a little bit more serious, I would have been like just like said no a couple more times, or if I wouldn't have just been so pressed to be outside. Like, I'm sorry. If I just wouldn't have been so pressed, like I would have literally been done.
Yeah. So before you was able to swallow the pill of just being like, okay, well, this was my fault, was it you being able to see yourself kind of like treat people a little different? Were you doing that? Were you?
No, I wasn't treating people different, but I started to feel like I almost started to feel like it wasn't what I was supposed to do. And I think that's what made me like really like go back to the drawing board. Like, okay, girl, what is it that you really feel? Let's really get to the root of this. What are the real feelings that's there? Because if you saying that this is not what you're supposed to do, and you know that you feel like, you know, this is the purpose that God called you for, like, you're not about to walk away from this. Because God didn't walk away from, you know what I'm saying, his faithfulness to you when, you know, you presented this to him, or when it was presented to me. So it's like, I'm not about to just walk away from this. I'm not doing it. So it's like I had to really just sit in my thoughts. And once I sat with that shit, I was just like, bro, fuck. Like, sometimes, like, we are our own worst enemy. Like, the self-sabotage that's unintentional, you don't even know until you out of it.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, bro, if I literally was not trying to be outside with my friends, and this is like not to blame my friends, because it's solely my fault, because I have my own car, I drive everywhere, you know what I'm saying, I do my own thing. If I ever wanted to leave, I could have. But it's like, no, I don't want to leave. I want to be outside. Outside, I'm sorry. Sometimes but you know what? But it also, I feel like my like want and like urgency to always want to be outside or like enjoying myself is because the mental load of school was so heavy.
You was running away from it.
I'm like, bro, I done cried 4 times this week. I need to go shake my ass. I'm like, I'm sorry. I need to go to the club. We need to like, I need that because I've been sad 4 out of 3 days a week. I need something.
Girl, that was me when I used to do all that party promotion with Annex and Society and every club back to back. No.
Okay, period.
We was outside every day but Monday.
Bro, like
Day but Monday. I'm not doing that. But it was like, then you start to realize, like, when you outside that much,
ain't nothing outside.
Nothing outside. You're not missing nothing. You spending more money than what you getting. It's gonna be the same thing next year. It's the same people with the same outfits. Like, you're not missing nothing.
Everybody at the same boutique.
Same shoes, same hairstyle, same fucking playlist. Change the DJ. Change it.
Get somebody else in here, please.
But I would definitely go to clubs, and that was my way of like running away from all of my problems. Like, cause I started getting snuck into Annex after my boyfriend died.
Oh, you wasn't even. How old was you? 19?
18.
Who the fuck was sneaking you in?
Always. Yeah.
Come on, bring her up here. Come on, go, y'all go fast. Come on.
So be in there till they close, like just doing anything.
But if you don't have nobody like telling you like, bro, that shit lame, then you waste that time figuring that out on your own. You know what's crazy? I literally just was telling my mama this on the phone yesterday when I was telling her about, you know, me having to, you know, deal with that situation at work. I'm like, that shit fucked with me for the rest of my shift, and I only had like three hours left of my shift, but it bothered me. You know what I'm saying? It bothered me, but I'm looking at all of my like white peers and they just going on with their day and drinking their Celsius and yapping and all this. And I'm just looking at them like, bro, somebody just lost their fucking life. Somebody's son is on that table in the bag. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the whole family was there. Like the whole family was there. And then it's like I went outside and it was at least like 50 people from the entrance of the ER all the way to the parking lot, all there for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, bro, like, look at our people showing up like this. But it's like, this in the white community would never fucking happen. I'm not gonna say never, but the likeliness of it happening, not likely.
I feel like hospitals need to do a better job. No, just healthcare, period.
Yeah.
Need to do a better job at prioritizing their staff mental health, because you working in an emergency room, so you seeing this like right off the ambulance, dead on arrival. You feel me? Like all that stuff is detrimental to when you go home. It's not something you just forget. Like you've been there, you around people. It's the same environment you about to keep going into because that's where you work. They need to actually provide better stuff for their staff versus just the benefits that we paying for anyways, or of our check.
I was just about to say, I'll take it on my check.
To go and do a telehealth, talk to a therapist for just 30 minutes. Like, that's not enough.
Yeah.
When you getting verbally abused at work for 12 hours.
Yeah. Sometimes you get physically. You know how many times the nurses at my job had to press charges on patients? But the whole thing is they press charges 6 months later, all of a sudden they got fired for, you know what I'm saying, some attendance or something like that. It's like, people don't even want to do that because now they feel like they got a target on their back. That's not cool. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Like, these patients, yeah, y'all are patients, but y'all are human beings too. You think you finna swing on me? And yeah, if you provoking and you get beat up, hey, that's on you. That's on you.
Cool.
But that's because, you know, they be thinking they can get away with that. Because it happened at my job. The girl got her shoulder broke. She got threw into a wall by a psych patient. But you in there riling him up. You in there, you know what I'm saying, provoking him, saying little shit. When we as staff, we don't even sit out in the area with them. We sit in a box. Like a little locked, it's got a locked door on both sides. We got security in there with us. You didn't have to be out there provoking that boy, but you did. And he threw your ass into a wall. Now your shoulder is broke.
If it was something that you could look back at, what is something you would forgive yourself for?
Being outside too much and setting myself back for school, for real. That's really like have been like yes, it does. Because if I would have just been a little bit more disciplined, this is why discipline is important. And I'm learning that at this very adult age, which don't make no motherfucking sense. But like, if I just had a little bit more discipline, or if I had somebody in my corner like, bro, no, just sit down, I would be done. I would be done with school. I have a whole 11 months and 9 days. And I don't know how many hours. What time is it? I'm counting down the seconds. Do you hear me? I'm telling you, people don't understand nursing school is so fucking stressful. It make you not want to be a nurse. If you ask anybody who in nursing school right now how many times they contemplated if they still want to be a nurse, I promise you they will tell you every other week. Like, it's so hard. And it just be like, bro, I'm just trying to help y'all. Like, do you know it's a shortage of nurses? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, anything that's good, like, you know, it's not gonna come easy. It's worth, you know, the fight. But it just be like, bro, a fight every week?
Every week. But I commend you for staying in school.
Thanks, girl.
That's a nursing school because I failed bio 5 times and I was never going to do that.
I did not do good in A&P. I had to retake it, but I only had to take it twice. How? 5 times? After the 3rd time? No, that's it.
You for sure for staying in school, especially doing nursing, healthcare, because that is strenuous to you.
Yeah. People don't understand that, though. And I think that's why, like, so many people be okay with, like the mistreatment of healthcare workers. Like, if you be in certain hospital settings, like, you will see, like, people, family members acting a fool just as much as the patient is, you know, or stuff like that. Or everybody just want to have an attitude that feels so entitled. But it's like, bro, we are still human beings at the end of the day. This badge, when I take it off, I'm still going to be a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, the respect should be a non-negotiable, period. I don't care. Because you come in here and you need something from us. And all we asking you to do is just, you know what I'm saying, be cooperative, be respectful. That's it.
Yeah. People don't see it all.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is the hardest part about letting go?
Shit. Having to accept the absence of whatever you let go of. Because at some point it meant something to you. If you feel like, you know, it's going to affect you when you let it go, then at some point or another, that meant something to you. So just now having to, like, accept your new reality or accept your new circumstances, whatever that may look like.
Yeah. Why do you feel like people try to hold on to it so much?
Comfort. Just comfort. Because, I mean, like, if we speak in terms of, like, relationship, it'd be like, you used to a certain thing. So it's like, I know this person always gonna be there. I know, you know what I'm saying, this and that. So, oh my God, like, I just gotta have this around. You know, you just feel like you need something so bad.
Yeah, that's valid, for sure. So to wrap up our mental health check-in, what's one piece of advice you would tell anybody that's struggling with mental health right now?
Crying so much. Like, even my one cousin, she be so tired of me. Like, all you do is fucking cry. Yes. All I do is cry. Yes. Because, okay, this is my piece of advice. Don't sit in your emotions too long. But sit in them so that you can feel what you need to feel, process it, and let, you know what I'm saying, let everything that's supposed to fall in place for you fall in place. Because when you constantly dwelling on something, when you constantly thinking about something and you letting it affect you, torment your mind, all that stuff like that, it would literally drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not worth it, because then you get to questioning yourself, questioning your decisions, your actions. You know what I'm saying? It's like that overthinking, all that stuff, like, nobody should have to deal with that every single day.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, you shouldn't even have to do all that, especially when it's just like, if I would have just sat with the emotions I needed to feel, you know what I'm saying, felt through that, you know what I'm saying, allowed myself to learn the lesson I needed to learn from it, and then just let it go, I wouldn't be right here still. Because it puts you in one spot and you stuck there. Your thoughts will literally chain you to the ground if you let them.
Yeah.
If you let them, but that's why you gotta, know how to cope. Coping may be crying every day. Even if you gotta just cry for a little second. Woohoo. Get that out. Okay. Next, something else. Let's do something else.
Okay. Cry hearted.
No,
Crying.
the best way to make yourself stop crying though is look at yourself. You look at yourself cry, you be like, oh.
Don't do that.
Oh.
Well, y'all, this has been our mental health check-in. This has been great. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and get you a journal, a note to self journal off of Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and TikTok Shop.
Oh, you know what TikTok? Girl, shut up.
I know, right?
I be tearing TikTok shop up. I'm gonna put your shit in my cart, period.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Period.
And let me know who you want to see on here next.
Period.